Hi, I'm glad to welcome you. We already considered the general shape of the head at the beginning of the course, and now we will analyze the individual features of the head shape in different people. The shape of the head is also related to the key features of similarity. I will show in small sketches what we pay attention to when we draw a portrait, how one head differs from another if we do not take into account facial features. In each of two pairs of sketches I will show the maximum of differences. The versions of individual features will be opposite to each other. The first pair is two heads, full face. The shape of the lower jaw determines the character of the lower part of the head in general, and this form can be very different. In the left head the chin is narrow, the corners of the lower jaw are not wide apart and are located above the line of the mouth. This gives the face a pointed shape. In the right head the chin is wide, the corners of the lower jaw are very wide apart and located below the line of the mouth. This gives the face a square shape. One of the important key features of similarity is the hairline, line of the beginning of hair growth. Its shape varies noticeably from person to person. In the left head its middle will be high and the left and right edges will be quite wide apart. This is a face with a large high forehead. In the right head its middle will be low, there will be a small distance between the left and right edges. This is a face with a narrow and low forehead. Also, the appearance of the face from the front noticeably depends on the shape of the ears. In the left head I will draw the ears protruding at the top. In the right head the ears will be pressed against the skull. And finally the hairstyle. The hairstyles for this pair will also be very different. I will draw asymmetrical curls on the left head and a short haircut on the right. Now let's move on to the profile position. To begin with, I will give different shapes to the napes. I will make the left nape elongated and the right one, on the contrary, cut off. The easiest way to trace profile line is to compare it in relation to a vertical line going from the forehead toward the chin. First, let's deal with the profile line of the left head. The level of the eyes is very important when building a profile. At this level the nose root joins the nose bridge. From the side we see it as a dimple below the eyebrows. I will make the chin very prominent forward. The nose will be curved forward. This shape is called aquiline nose. And the mouth I'll make sunken. So, relatively to the vertical line, top of the nose bridge slightly goes inward, the nose goes noticeably forward, the mouth is at the level of the vertical line, and the chin protrudes forward. The ears in profile view generally differ by size. And finally, I'll add the neck tilted forward. Let's draw a profile line for the right head. The right profile will be the opposite character to the left one. I will mark the nose bridge dimple and outline the level of the chin. The chin I'll make sunk inside. The nose will be small, rounded, with a bridge line carved inside. The mouth will protrude forward, the lips will be at the level of the nose tip. It remains to add a neck tilted forward. So, in the first case, the profile is distinguished by a hooked nose, a sunken mouth, and protruding chin. In the second profile, a small rounded nose bridge carved inside, protruding lips, and a sunken chin. It remains to add hairstyles. In the first case, the forehead will be high and wide. In the second case, the forehead will be small and narrow. The hairline level will be close to the eyebrows. I will add a forelock to the first profile, and in the second I will draw short curly hair. Thus we learned what individual features we can notice in different types of head in full face and profile view. And now I invite you to draw some mini portraits yourselves. This will be a warm-up before more detailed sketches. Portraits should be sized as big as to fit 4 portraits on an A5 page. Why are we going to draw small portraits now? In a small drawing it is better to observe the proportions, and the shape of the whole head is better visible, which is just now point of interest to us. It will be also easier to compare portraits with each other. Ready? I have selected for you 2 full face examples and 2 examples of a profile view. There are clear differences between them. It has to help you. Ready to get started? Then pause the video and try to depict the heads what you see on the screen. Later on I will show my drawings and talk about the distinguishing features of each example. Good luck in your drawing! So, how are your drawings? It was difficult? Let's compare what we did draw with my drawings one by one. Let's start with 2 front view examples. In the upper example, the corners of the lower jaw are below the level of the mouth and are rather wide apart. The face looks wide. The chin prominence is wide too. The ears are medium in size, not protruding much. The middle of the hairline is raised high. The forehead is wide. The haircut is square. Let's take a look at the bottom example. The chin is rather narrow. The corners of the lower jaw are above the level of the mouth, narrowly set. The bottom of the face looks pointed. The middle part of the hairline is raised high. The hair is smooth, pulled back. The forehead is wide. The ears protrude noticeably in the upper part. The lower part of the ears is not visible. I drew the head shape for 2 examples in the frontal position. Now I will add the facial features. The drawings are small, therefore many of details of the face can be drawn with 1 or 2 lines. Upper drawing. Narrow mouth with thin lips. I will draw the upper lip with 1 line. The lower one I'll mark with a just short line. The tip of the nose is slightly upturned. The eyes shape I'll show with a line of the upper eyelid. I do not draw the lower eyelid, but its level is visible due to the bottom iris edge. The eyebrows are set quite low and wide apart. Let's add a thick neck, and now we got a portrait of a strong guy with a square face. On the lower example, lips are of medium size, the tip of the nose is round, the eyebrows are bright, set wide apart, the eyes are heavily made up. So I draw the upper eyelid with dark lines and mark the lower a little too. I'll draw the neck and outline the shoulders a little, and now we have a portrait of a girl with a pointed chin ready. Let's see what we have with the faces in side view. I'll start with the top head profile. First, the forehead will be round. A small rounded nose protrudes slightly forward. The level of the chin is at the level of the forehead. The angle of the lower jaw is very high, approximately at the base of the nose. The lips protrude forward. They are at the level of the tip of the nose. I'll outline the eyes, lines of the neck. Now we need to deal with the hairline. It is low, the forehead is narrow. I'll finish the eye and draw a long curved eyebrow above the eye. The hair is sleek on the front side, and the hair from the back side forms long curls. It's time to move on to the bottom profile. The level of forehead and chin is the same. I need to add a little nape from the back side of the head. The chin is obviously big, it even protrudes somewhere beyond the markings. Let's see where the level of the eyebrows will be to find the level of the base of the nose. The bridge of the nose is straight, the lips protrude beyond the level of the forehead and chin. The eye is rather narrow, the hairline is high and the forehead is wide. And finally I'll add a tilted forward neck and hairstyle shape. And what did you draw? Take a closer look at your drawings and check out if some key features of similarity are missing. The main attention we should pay to the individual features of the head shape. Now, when you are familiar with the shape of all face parts and the head itself, both in terms of basic proportions and in terms of individual features, you can safely proceed to the portraits, and you are able to draw not only long-time portraits with all proportions counted, but also very quick sketches. I call very small, quick sketches micro-portraits. Such micro-portraits can be done by just a few lines. Now I'll draw some example to give you an idea of how it might look. Let's make a micro-portrait of the first person. Square jaw, straight hairline, raised high, a flat top haircut, small ears, narrow eyes. The eyebrows are close to the eyes, the nose is straight, the mouth is small, the lips are thin, and I finish it by adding a thick neck. Done. Second character, droplet head, smooth hairstyle, the top part of the ears protruding, big eyes, eyebrows with sharp corners, thin narrow nose, medium size mouth. Profile position, first character, high forehead, nose with protruding bridge and upturned tip, chin is large, narrowed eyes, wavy hair. In the second profile example, the forehead is round, a small nose with a concave bridge protrudes forward in relation to the forehead. The chin, on the contrary, goes deeper. The angle of the lower jaw is very high, the eye is small, elongated, the eyebrow is strongly arched. The forehead is narrow, the hair is smooth in front, from the back are long curls. When we draw a very small sketch, a microportrait, we simply list the key features of similarity. We keep the approximate shapes, perhaps even slightly out of proportions. The main thing that interests us is to express a person's character. I hope you discovered something useful. It's all for now. I wish you happy sketching. See you soon. Bye bye.